Hello and welcome to the podcast. I'm Ashwin. This is Vijendra. I don't know what the name of the podcast is because it might change again sometime. But
I think
for
it's
now, it's
psycho film therapist or something.
yeah, psycho film therapist. Yes, it's
Psycho?
psycho film pirate.
Psycho film pirate. Yeah. Pirate, therapist, what is the difference? It's the same shit.
Right? In DC, there's a character called Psycho Pirate. You know about this,
Hmm.
right? Have you
No.
seen the latest DC film? The three films that came out:
Which ones?
Crisis on Infinite Earths or something.
The animated ones? Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, you saw it, right? It's like a
Yeah.
three-part thing. That's
Yeah,
so
yeah,
one
yeah.
of those guys who's tied up right over there.
I'll be honest, I watched all three, but so much happened that I don't really have a clear recollection of what happened where and who was doing what.
It's very surprising, that film is so dense. Even I don't remember most of what happened in that film. It's like everything is gone from, like, the second I finished watching it, it's just gone from my head. I don't know
Yeah.
what has happened.
I don't think it was a good idea to make that film. I think they were okay with Crisis on Two Earths, but this was
Correct.
too much. I mean, I enjoyed it a lot,
Yeah, I
but
liked it a
while
lot as
watching,
well.
it doesn't stay with you. It's too big to stay in your head.
For some reason, yeah, that's
It was a full on. It's like compressing a 6 to 7 season web series into
uh,
a single movie. It should have
yeah,
been a series. It should have been a multi-season thing where they focused on individual things every season, and
yeah,
then it kind of came together somehow.
yeah,
But it didn't really like. Listen, I would enjoy anything they put out about this shit, especially
yeah.
multiverse shit. I really love,
Huh.
but it didn't really work that well.
I liked it a lot. I liked it quite a lot. But if you ask me to sit down and tell you what happened in it, I don't even
Yeah.
remember what happened at the end.
I think if
So
I had to explain to someone what happens in that trilogy, I'll be like, there were multiple universes, and every universe there is Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, and all the DC characters, and all the universes are getting destroyed, and everything. They all came together in one place, and then they find out that there is this character who's doing it, and they all put together their powers to fight it, and they lost, and then they won, and then they lost again, and some such shit. It'll be very vague.
yeah,
If I
exactly.
manage to capture someone with this, like if someone told this to me, I will be captured.
Of
But I
course.
don't think it will work for everyone.
Question to you: are you more a DC fan or a Marvel fan?
DC, but that's mostly because I grew up on DC, not really Marvel.
Huh.
Uh, the animated stuff that we saw was mostly
Yeah,
Superman, Batman,
correct.
and my local library also had a lot of DC comics,
Correct.
not much of Marvel.
Huh.
And yeah, that mostly that's the reason.
I wonder if that's something that happens across India. I wonder if DC is more prominent in India than Marvel compared to Marvel.
I
I don't
think
know.
I think it depends on the age of the person you ask, because a lot of the kids who are into comics these days grew up on Marvel, the
Oh,
cinema,
the cinema,
right?
of course, of
Yeah,
course.
Iron Man is like how old? 20 years old, 20 years old or something.
I don't think he's 20 years old, but sure.
Yeah,
Maybe
but
12
more
years
than
old.
definitely more than a decade, right?
Wait, let me check. Iron
When did
Man.
the first Iron Man movie come out?
I'll just check. It came out in 2000. Wow, it came out in 2008.
10 to 20 or 14, 15? Huh, it's more than 15, it's close to 15 years. Yeah,
Correct, correct.
the kids who are like, yeah, adults now,
Correct.
they were born around that time when Iron Man came out. So
Yeah,
a lot of their childhoods were full of Marvel stuff only. They've gone to
right,
shops and they've seen Marvel merchandise. They've seen Marvel's animated series, movies. Their entire online stuff has been talking about Marvel. DC
correct.
has lost this generation to a certain extent. Forget animated series, I'm actually talking about reading the comic books.
So it's a generational thing. Like you
Yeah,
and I come from a generation where DC was more
DC
popular,
was
whereas
primary. Hmm.
now it's more Marvel than DC.
Yeah, Marvel didn't really have a television or cinema presence as much as DC did. So
Huh,
there was Batman movies and Superman movies. And
correct,
because we didn't really grow up in an environment where Marvel comic books and DC comic books were in front of us a lot,
correct.
our we have been shaped by what we saw in mass media, movies
Right.
and series, movies and animated, like
Yeah,
Batman the animated series, Justice League animated series, and all that. That was my childhood ish.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then there was Superman the animated series, then
yeah,
Green
yeah,
Lantern
yeah.
and all of that. So it was, yeah, I guess DC had more prominence back in the day, but now I guess it's Marvel.
DC
True.
has lost this generation and is desperately trying to regain it somehow.
Yeah, yeah.